Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And already we're underway here. Up he goes! And again!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Just eases him off the ball.
Al Nassr have created a real intensity from the start, and there's no sign of any let-up.
Deftly away. Germany finding their passes.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Rijkaard. Vinicius Junior moving with spring in every step. Definitely one of the players of the moment.
Well, you can sense a definite buzz in everything he does. And it's not just physical. I think he's making better decisions as well. And it's just great to see how much progress he's making now, and everybody is beginning to enjoy it.
That's Rijkaard. And he's intervened well there. Adriano. Roberto Carlos. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. And no, that was never going to make it. Costa Curta. Rijkaard is onto it in a flash. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's gone for goal! Pedri. Bellingham. Germany looking to pass their way through. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Neymar. And the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
And we have our very first corner. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? This their second corner of the game. Adriano with the clearance. Al Nassr are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's found support out wide. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Pedri providing an outlet on that flank. He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
So, third corner of the game. Rijkaard with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Neymar. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Beckham with the cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Here's a man in form.
1 minute added time.
Oh, it's Rui Costa. Oh, it's Rijkaard. And we hit half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. How would you review the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be. De Michelis spots it and intercepts. Bellingham gets a good foot in there. He's gone forward. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Al Nassr, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Vinicius Junior, great hit! Really well taken goal. And just like that, he is up and running at once.
Al Nassr clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Bellingham. Germany are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
That is a brilliant interception. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Neymar.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, that's a nice ball. A good ball, and this looks promising. And that has been clubbed away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's a really well-measured ball. Al Nassr still ahead by the game's only goal. Now there's a fine ball. Great chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Pinches it off him. And it's Neymar. Bellingham.
There will be 1 minute.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Bellingham. Great ball. There's the hit! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that's it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Vinicius Junior taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Hello, everybody.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. We have already started here. Vinicius Junior. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Messi. Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Platini. And he's managed to get free. And he's quick to get it clear again. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Salah. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Rijkaard cuts out the pass.
Mohamed Salah, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit hot.
Vinicius Junior! Goal! Al Nassr take the lead. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 24.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Vinicius Junior. And he's only too happy to take that back. Barcelona applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand...
And Messi! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Hakimi makes the interception. Adriano. Alexander-Arnold. Adriano. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Van Dijk gets it away. Deftly away. And smartly reclaimed. Messi. Shapes to shoot! No mistake! They are right back in business.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal...
Hello! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
He rises! It's there! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Adriano demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Rijkaard did well to stay calm there. We are into overtime. Maldini. Oh, that's a key interception. And there is the half-time whistle. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2 on the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Al Nassr come in at half-time, largely satisfied with where they are. After a half which has certainly had its moments, has been lit up with some flair from time to time. The scoreline in their favour at the break, 2-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And here's Mohamed Salah. Hakimi. Bellingham. Platini. Davids. Neatly clipped into space. Costa Curta. Great chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Adriano is offering a right smile there.
Pirlo, the regular corner taker. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He gets big! And he's managed to get rid. Davids. Platini. And here's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham.
The attendance for this match was 71,000.
Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Barcelona are definitely going about this the right way.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Al Nassr needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off.
And Messi! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. Al Nassr have the chance to go the other way. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Mbappe. It's a good spell of possession, this. Mbappe finds himself offside.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And he's let fly. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's a sharp pass. Mohamed Salah. Lovely feet. Pirlo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Adriano. Just 5 minutes remaining now. He's played it back.
Modern football for you.
Messi! Oh, that is very close.
Messi brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Taken back almost at once. Al Nassr close now to seeing this one through to the end. Played into space out wide, and he cuts out the supply. Pirlo is there to clear. Alexander-Arnold. And time is up. Al Nassr proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it.
Just a quick reminder today.
Adriano taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Al Nassr really approached this game with clear intent, Peter, and a training ground plot was turned into a very good success.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Law, Drogba. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Baggio. Well read, nice interception.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Drogba. Drogba. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Suarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He won't be happy with that one. Kaká. Rijkaard. And it's Luis Suarez. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Kaká. Drogba.
Yeah, we're actually...
Law! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Roberto Baggio.
Footballing width usually identifies with runs.
Tries a shot! And one more try! And again the keeper stands strong.
Suarez clearly thought he'd done enough. The save was like a bolt from the blue.
In with a header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's being shifted off it. And he's running through. Interesting ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he can clear it away. Van Dijk, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Luis Suarez. No way through. Vinicius Junior. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
There will be 1 minute. added time.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. And we are up to the break.
Al Nassr ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Number 9, Fazio. Number 24, Vinicius Junior. Coming on the field, number 8.
And the second half gets underway.
Number 14,
Al Nassr are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Al Nassr different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Costa Curta. Busquets. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. Hullet.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Luis Suarez is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Now it's Drogba. Drogba.
Law.
Fires from distance. Oh, a very decent attempt. And he cuts out the supply.
Law.
He's got the shot away! And that is doing no harm at all.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Substitution on the field, number 20.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Adriano. Number 21, Pirlo.
And still, we await the first breakthrough.
Number 18,
Haaland.
Shevchenko. Number
Busquets.
15, Owen.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Substitutions taking place.
Platini. That's Maldini. Busquets. This is promising. And here's Shevchenko. Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
Substitution.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Deftly away. He's in a great position. Hits one. Sticks it away. And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
After 78 minutes
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Owen demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top.
Can he finish? So close to drawing level.
Makes you think, Peter, they could have been doing this earlier. Still, it's encouraging.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Al Nassr clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Costa Curta. Now it's Haaland. Haaland. That is good strength.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Schneider.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Casemiro. Costa Curta. And there goes the final whistle. Al Nassr have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Owen claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Al Nassr genuinely looked a very good outfit out there. A good collective effort to keep the opposition at bay while also ensuring they carried out enough menace at the other end.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Please turn your attention to the screen for information provided by the local police.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. He's tried one! Wonderful!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Al Nassr finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri. Mateus. Hakimi. And Mateus. And it's Neymar. Now that's well seen too.
Al Nassr really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Deftly away. Albertini. Now it's Shevchenko. Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Owen! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution on the field, number 24.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Albertini. Coming on the field, number 20, Suarez. Number 8.
Rijkaard gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Al Nassr can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Great ball, and he's in. Hits one! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution on the field, number 18, Shevchenko. Coming on the field is number 14.
Kaká attempts a clearance. Out to the left it goes. He's got tall. Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Now it's Neymar. Luis Suarez. Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
3 minutes added time.
Romario. Oh no, what has happened here? And Owen! He's delivered all right! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Romario! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Maldini can get it clear. Al Nassr have the chance to go the other way. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Al Nassr making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front. And this is something different. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That looks a good ball through. Now it's Romario. He gets big! They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do.
Got it! Oh, in he goes again. No mistake. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Adriano.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Neymar.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Number 15.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of the
Now the finish! And it's in! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Luis Suarez looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Substitution.
Platini. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Haaland.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty... Haaland! Yes! And they are cruising away.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
So now the difference is 3. Into the last 5 minutes. That looks a cracking ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mateus producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Smashing save, really good save that. Corner number 2 then. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Haaland. And the referee brings it to a close. Al Nassr have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to it. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Good effort from distance. And he can clear it away. There is the supremely talented Jack Wilshere. I wonder what sort of a role he's going to have here, Jim.
Well, he's very versatile, so I suspect he might play a combination of deep-lying midfielder, but also get forward and be a box-to-box.
Has a shot! Davids. That is good alertness. Kaká looks to get on the end of this. Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And has a go! And he's done it! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Back into the middle. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Costa Curta. Played towards the other side. Now it's Messi. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Davids, great chance! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
Wilshere! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Platini. Adriano. He's through here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Cleared without hesitation. Messi. And it's Messi. Well read, nice interception. Adriano. Kaká.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Pirlo. Adriano. There's the whistle for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
As it's time to announce today's
Al Nassr go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And we're underway again. Vinicius Junior. Bernardo Silva. And it's Messi. Now Kaká. Fires from distance. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Kaká. Saint-Maximin. Really fierce, close defending. Vinicius Junior. Pass is just off target. Cafu. Vinicius Junior. Oh, good ball. Madrid can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
71,550.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Great ball, and he's a chance! And more, and more, and more! And surely that settles it! How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
A case now of complete control. Kaká. Got a shot away. No, he's missed it.
Look, they seem set on a tactic that's not really yielding any results. You'd imagine they're targeting a weakness, but they look a weakness themselves.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Al Nassr looking to pass their way through. And it's Pirlo. The ball has bounced loose now. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Messi. Played out towards the right wing. And there's green grass ahead of him. That has been cut short. Maldini.
That's going in strongly.
No foul, says the referee. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Chooses to go cross-field. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That is very well defended. Al Nassr are coasting towards victory. Five minutes left on the clock. Can he latch on to this? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Al Nassr clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Kaká really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Van Dijk getting this one clear. Now who's going to be first to this? And that will be the final act. Al Nassr can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Adriano taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Security staff.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. And that is as far as they're going to go. Shevchenko. Shevchenko. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him.
He has all the attributes, Peter, and the list is too long for me to mention them now. I'll settle on lethal.
He's away! Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio! And for a moment, time stood still.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Rijkaard calmly anticipates. And it's Fernando Torres. Al Nassr have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Distributed tidily. Vinicius Junior. Defending of the desperate variety. Shevchenko. Now it's Roberto Baggio. And he cuts out the supply. Lobbed in behind. Oh, a delicate chip through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Busquets. Bellingham. Busquets. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Right, Shevchenko. Mateus. And it's Baggio. Roberto Baggio. Baggio unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now that's well seen too. Batistuta. Schneider. Roberto Baggio. That has been cut short. Shevchenko. And the half-time whistle goes. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Neymar. Number 9.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Number 18.
Al Nassr are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
Number 24.
Schneider cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Vinicius Junior. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Mateus. Crossed in. He gets big. That was superb goalkeeping.
Adriano actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Al Nassr with the corner, there first. And that has been knocked clear. Passing nice and neat. And now the hit!
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
Fires it in low. He can get that clear. He's had it taken off him. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now it's Cavani. Van Dijk does well to get it back. He's gone forward. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He can run onto that. Oh, super ball. Chance! And he hits the net. That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again. It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Al Nassr have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Van Dijk gets it clear. Nice sequence of passes, this, and that is expertly dealt with. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. That's really well cleared. That'll be a throw.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Nice control.
Al Nassr probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
It's a goal kick. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Some resolute defending there. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And there goes the final whistle. Al Nassr have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Adriano claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
And a quick reminder today.